I'm Felix Sharp with CampusDeCanton.com, the place for all of your Campus to Canton needs. In 2020, DJ Uiagalelei came in for relief for Trevor Lawrence, who tested positive for COVID-19. Now, you got to remember, this team was hot. They were competing for a playoff spot. Trevor Lawrence would go on to be the number one pick in the class. Clemson, one of the hottest teams in the country. Late in the season, here comes DJU, number 2 quarterback in the 2020 class, number 24 quarterback recruit of all time, according to 24/7 Sports. So what happened in those 2 games? He performed. He balled out. 59 for 85, 69% completion percentage, 781 yards, 4 TDs, no interceptions against Boston College, and then Notre Dame, the number 14 defense in the country. Notre Dame competing for a playoff spot in its own right. You got to remember that game. He's on the road. Touchdown, Jesus is overlooking him. It was a historic night because that's when Joe Biden accepted the presidency. This kid, a few months removed from high school, coming in for the guy, Trevor Lawrence. So what happened after that? After averaging 390 yards passing in those 2 games in 2020, DJU in 2021 hasn't thrown for more than 241 yards in any game, completing just 55% of his passes, 9 touchdowns to 8 INTs. What is going on here? We're going to take a look at all of it right now. Got to remember DJU, he had Cornell Powell, Amari Rodgers, and if you look at what he does well, he is very much a pitch-and-catch quarterback. He wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Think of Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, Deshaun Watson. Those guys extend plays. That is not DJU's game style at this point in his career. He does not like to extend plays. One thing you'll notice is that a lot of these throws, these pitch-and-catch throws, he can make these decisions pre-snap as to where the ball is going to go. You got off coverage. You don't see any obstacles in that spot, and he can make these throws. I'm going to show you some examples here. All right, we're going to start here with double outs to the field. This pass would actually, down here to the field, this pass would actually be incomplete, but you get a sense for what DJU is comfortable doing. This one-step drop, let the ball go. We got double outs. You got inside leverage for the cornerbacks. This ball is going to go down here. I mean, it's an easy decision to make pre-snap. See what we got? Inside leverage for the cornerbacks. Man, one high. The safety just came down. This guy's impressed here. This is man coverage. There's no obstacles for this throw out here to the field. It's a long throw. It's incomplete. Simple. Incomplete, but that's what DJU, that's what he likes to do. Let's go. We're going to have a flat hitch combination. They like to do a lot of flat hitch, slant, flat combinations down here. Again, we're going to have man coverage, inside leverage. Everyone's manned up, one high. Cornell Powell here is going to run the hitch. This tight end is going to run to the flat. Again, no obstacle because we know that this linebacker, nickelback is going to go with the flat. So this throw is going to be wide open. DJU, 1-step, 2-step, 3-step drop, let it go. That's pitch and catch. That's what he does well. That's what he likes to do. We're going to have an RPO slant flat combo down here to the field. So we're going to have the flat and then the slant. This is, again, pre-snap. We can know where this ball is going to go. This guy's going to go with the flat route. Here's the slant over the top, pitch and catch. There's no press. RPO read, boom, right there. EJ Williams, he gets a good chunk of yardage. Now, here we go, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, again, a big game. We got Cornell Powell down here at the field. This is going to be a scissors concept where we got a flag route and a post right here. Now, one thing that you pay attention to is in 2020, you had Cornell Powell, and I know Cornell Powell's not in the NFL or he's on a practice squad now, but he was absolutely killing defensive backs last year. There's a play against Boston College where he smokes a DB, is immediately open, has 5 yards of separation right off of the snap on a go route, and I think it should have been a touchdown, but I think he may have dropped it. But look at this route here. He's going to sell here the outside and then cut inside, and then look at how much separation he creates when he causes this false step. I mean, absolutely loses the DB here. This is what DJU sees. If he's even, he's leaving. He's absolutely leaving. This is what DJU sees as he's getting ready to throw that ball. Great throw, young man. On the road, touchdown. Go celebrate, Cornell Powell. You deserve it. That was just a great route, creating a lot of space for your freshman quarterback. Here, another easy concept. We're going to have double slants to the field with Powell and Rogers. Anytime you have those double slants against man coverage, that second slant, the backside slant, is always going to be open because this guy creates space. You can even see Amari Rogers' body language. He knows he's not going to get the ball here because he's essentially the decoy to create the space. And this is going to be open right around here. Double slants to the field. In DJU, one step, throw. One step, throw. That's what he is comfortable doing. Here's just another example. We're going to have a rollout here with trips down to the field again. And again, the level of difficulty on these throws, not very high. Not very high. Oh, let me take that out. Let me move the play for you. It's one of the few plays where we see DJU getting on the move. Getting on the move, that out route is wide open. To Joe Nada here along the sideline. Really easy concept. Really easy concept. So what are we seeing from DJU? He's has success in these pitch and catch opportunities, 1- and 2-step drops. That's what he likes doing at this point in his career. That's what he's comfortable with. Now, in 2020, he had Amari Rogers. He had Cornell Powell. Those guys were creating a lot of space. When you think about what he has now with Joe Nada, with Justin Ross, with the Joe, with Bo Collins. I mean, these guys all fit the same profile, and they aren't necessarily the speed guys or separations. They're more contested catch guys, and they don't really have a diversity of skill sets amongst that wide receiver core. So let's take a look at what he's seeing in 2021. This season, it's been a little bit of a tougher sledding. He had that first game against Georgia where I think we gave him the benefit of the doubt, but it would just be a sign of things to come. So here we're going to start with Justin Ross up at the top. We're in a little trouble situation here, but again, Justin Ross at the top, what you're going to see. Oh, you can't see. You can't even see the video. All right, Justin Ross here up at the top. Now, Justin Ross, good freshman season, but he's not a separator. What you're going to see on this throw is DJU, again, 1, 2, 3-step drop, let it throw. Now, he chooses the right place to go. You got this one high safety, can't get over there. That's a good place to go. But Justin Ross squeezed to the sideline, no separation. And you would see more of this. DJU, 3-step drop, identify pre-snap, identify where he's going to go with the ball. This safety's coming back. Dropping back to the middle. DJU going over the top. That's probably where that ball is supposed to go. But again, squeeze to the sideline. As a wide receiver, you want to run this a little bit more closer to the number so you give your quarterback a place to throw. But he's squeezed by number 5 here. This is a great job by 5. And no place to throw, no separation. That would be a theme. That's a theme in 2021 for DJU and his wide receivers. Here's this second play. We're going to have DJU trying to hit Ross on this seam route here in the slot, but doesn't get any separation by the time DJU is looking to throw. Now, one thing that's interesting about DJU is you see the clutching when he's uncomfortable. You see his feet get antsy because the pressure is bearing down. But look at what he sees as he's getting ready to throw the ball. He's ready to throw here. Ross here in this slot, not looking. He's ready to throw that left side. By the time he's ready to throw, he has nowhere to go with the ball. Now, this is a blitz. Somebody should have been hot here, but nobody's ready for a hot throw. And he takes the sack. You see the double clutching. You see the feet getting antsy. He's uncomfortable. DJU's not an improviser. So this blitz is coming. He needs to get rid of this ball. Look, ready to throw. Look what he's seeing right here. Still in phase with the DB, not even looking for the ball. He's cracked the egg. He's ready to throw. He's got nowhere to go with it. Takes the sack. Now Georgia's a good defense. We're going to look at some other plays. This is South Carolina State. This is not a Division I or this is not an FBS football team. You got a Joe down here. Again, this is going to be actually, this is just a go route. A Joe down here in the boundary. 6'4", 230 pounds is getting squeezed by this 5'10" cornerback, number 14 here from South Carolina State. Pitch and catch. That's what DJU wants to do. This is probably where he's supposed to go with the ball, but there's no space. Let me move this here. Number 14 squeezing squeezing a Joe here, 11, down to the boundary. DJ likes good protection. He likes to get the ball out of his hands. Finds the right place to go. Look at this. A Joe, 6'4", 230, getting squeezed to the boundary. No separation here. No separation. Now, what happens when you have these concepts where you are getting the ball out quickly? DBs start playing on their toes. They start creeping up. We're going to see number 14 again here. Another slant flat combo, but this time with the tight end here at the boundary, and you're going to have Joe Nada running at the slant. DBs start playing on their toes. South Carolina State, 14's like, I'm locking up. DJU wanting to get the ball out immediately. Let's take a look at this one from the end zone cam so you can see what he sees. 1, 2, 3, throw. DB in phase here. No separation because we're not scared of you running past us. This is South Carolina State. Good job, young man. 14. 14 right there in phase with him. Coming to make a play on the ball. This is what Joe Nada is seeing. This is what DJ Uiagalelei is seeing. Now here, this most recent game against Wake Forest. This slot, this is going to be a slot go to Bo Collins, I believe, right here in the slot. He's going to score a touchdown, but we're talking about process, not results. Slot go, DJU 1, 2, 3 throw. There's still no separation here. You remember Cornell Powell dusting cornerbacks? You got 6 here, still in phase with that's a great throw, but no separation. DJU wants to pitch and catch, throw fast, but no separation here. That's an excellent throw. And I don't know what 6 was doing after the play there. Now, again, DJU pitch and catch, pre-snap reads, usually going to his first read. Here is where DJ, I don't know if this is going to his second read or if he's just using eye manipulation to keep the safety in the middle and then comes back to this backside post or there's a route in here. So you see DJU looking to the right. Again, I don't know if he's looking here intentionally or just trying to manipulate with his eyes, but he's going to come back here to this post. Wide open, come back to his second read, off target. When he's not going to his second read, is just a little inaccurate. It's not his strength. Coming back, inaccurate. Wake Forest. So that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing with DJ Uiagalelei. He's got to improve his confidence. He's got to be a little bit more confident with the ball. This is a good athlete. We saw him being able to move and stuff in high school, and he just hasn't been doing it this year in college. That may not be his strength. They might have to scheme getting players open for him if he's going to be really confident. You don't see a lot of throws over the middle. A lot of these throws are to the outside the numbers, not a lot of things over the middle. Run some mesh. Get your guys open over the middle. Being comfortable with his second reads. You notice these double pumps when he's uncomfortable. You notice antsy feet when he has to move off of his first read. we got to get him more comfortable being on the move, both in the pocket to elude pressure. He doesn't do that very well, but then running being a part of the running game so that you can have plus in your blocking assignments when the quarterback is running the ball. It really changes the math in the offense's favor because the quarterback's not a negative in the blocking assignment. So that is what has been happening with DJ Uiagalelei. Very much a pitch and catch first read quarterback at this point in his career, but he's got some of the best physical tools in the country. He's just got to be more confident, got to get better at going to the second read and extending plays. He's a big dude. He's hard to tackle. Let's get him on the move. Let's get him more comfortable stepping up in the pocket and extending plays. You can follow me at Sharp Review for more analysis, and for all of your Campus to Canton needs, check out campus2canton.com. I'm out.